Good afternoon. My name is Jürgen Steinmetz, joining you from eTurbo News and our breaking news show in Honolulu. Today, we're going to be going to New York, and we're going to listen actually to the Honorable Edmund Bartlett, who is the Minister of Tourism from Jamaica. And the Minister from Jamaica is really a global player. And he's managed to bring his island nation on a global stage for quite some time, and specifically during crisis. He's also the brain and the founder of the Crisis Management Center based at the university in Kingston, Jamaica. Mr. Bartlett will explain to the United Nations today the role of tourism has in employment and many other factors for his island. What is quite unique, because usually tourism players are not addressing the United Nations, they're addressing the UNWTO, the World Tourism Organization, what is a specialized agency for the United Nations. But today, Minister Bartlett was able to address the full audience of the community of nations in New York.
To the welfare of our tourism workers. For this reason, the Ministry of Tourism has partnered with the Ministry of Housing and private housing developers to earmark dedicated units in housing developments for tourism workers to secure adequate and accessible housing. We also recognized the need for critical labor market reforms in the industry to enable the tourism sector to be more attractive for the required skill sets in the recovery. As a result, we have established a task force dedicated to tourism labor market reform and to oversee a labor market study to be completed by December 22 for suitable policy recommendations.
Also, while in New York, he met with the Minister of Tourism from Saudi Arabia, who is another really global player and has been instrumental in helping the travel and tourism industry around the world to go through the crisis. Of course, Saudi Arabia has money, and money was wisely spent not only on the domestic tourism industry in the kingdom, but also benefiting the global community altogether. And today, Jamaica and Saudi Arabia, not surprisingly, signed an agreement on working together on sustainable tourism and several other factors. Minister Bartlett will explain and listen in. Thank you.
The importance of this agreement is signaling the first um, collaboration between a country from the Middle East and the Caribbean country on tourism development, tourism strategies, and sustainability and resilience um, arrangements. This important agreement that brings a mature destination such as Jamaica with a new tourism destination such as the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is going to be critical in the value of exchanging important best practices and very useful guidelines that can benefit both countries. The resources available to share in sustainability strategies and action, as well as resilience and the building of capacity for countries such as Jamaica that are least resourced to manage the vulnerabilities they face, is going to be critical also. And finally, I think the two countries, one in the east and one in the west, are now joining to say that together we can provide thought leadership to strengthen sustainability and build resilience.